DD214 Network podcast is for mature audiences only. Any videos, music, or entertainment not originating from DD214 Network is used and covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, also known as fair use. Opinions expressed are our own and do not represent any DoD or U.S. government entities as a whole. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. You are no longer alone now, because we have you.
Howdy.
Good morning, everybody.
You two are constantly fighting for the first one in there. Always.
As long as it's not Cleary. As long as it's not Cleary.
As long as it's not Cleary.
Yeah, because he's always trying to beat us. So
that's
yeah.
True.
Well, I took it by like 2 seconds, Jay.
That's all right. That's all right. As long as it's not Cleary. I'm
right
happy.
as I hit enter and mine sent, yours came through at the exact moment too.
I tried.
Yeah.
I tried.
Shit.
Good
You know,
shit.
I was looking up right as the show had started, like, because it came to me that there's not a lot of baseball players right now who currently have served in the military due to like the baseball scheduling and things like that. But you know, 30, 40, 50 years ago was a completely different thing. You know, we had all older baseball players like Yogi Berra, Bob Feller, Jackie Robinson, Larry Doby, Stan Musial,
Ted Williams.
Williams, Whitey Ford, you know, and like you don't hear, you know, I guess they're starting I feel like baseball recruiting and armor recruiting they have like the same concepts. You know, get them while they're young.
Yeah. Well, and there used to be a draft too. So there was a difference.
There used to be a draft too. That's right.
If you got drafted, you had to go. You didn't really have a choice. Like,
yeah,
fucking Elvis served in the army. You know what I mean? Like that was just something a lot of people did back in the day. Where now they have baseball schools where you go to school and all you do is you do your studies and then baseball.
You learn baseball.
That's it. You learn baseball. They have literal baseball schools. Also, by the time you get to a certain level of playing, all you're doing is baseball. So they're not going to have time to run out and serve in the army for 2 or 3 or 4 years, and then hop back into baseball. If you take 2 or 3 or 4 years off of your baseball career in your early to mid 20s, you just lost 3 of the best years of your life. 3 or 4 of the best years of your life for playing baseball. You know what I mean? If you don't believe me, Salvatore Perez, right? Since we're talking about baseball, did you see how fucking slow Salvi runs? Like, he couldn't even make it from fucking second base to home on a base hit yesterday without getting thrown out. That dude's 34. He's 34, John. And he couldn't make it from second base to home on time.
Salvi's only 34. I'm
34.
I'm older than Salvi.
Salvi's only 34, bro. I checked it yesterday. But
don't you guys have a 40-year-old too?
Actually, no. Salvi is the oldest person in the playoffs right now of all the teams left in the majors.
No shit.
He is the oldest one in the playoffs right now. He's an old man for baseball, but he's only 34. It's easy to forget that, isn't it? Like, yeah. And yeah, we'll talk about the game probably a little bit later, but how was your guys' week?
Pretty good, man.
What'd you do?
Well, first off, I got to start off, I got my Twitch affiliate. That was
that was
a big thing.
Tell us about that.
So let me tell you something. Being inconsistently consistent works sometimes. And it was just, little things I was doing, bringing podcasts. Like we're live on Twitch right now, bringing the podcast over to Twitch. I feel like, and plus the obvious gaming too. I'm not, obviously, you go there to play games, but it's a nice run. I have a lot of people to thank. I first and foremost, I thank my wife. Because it's massively important to understand the sacrifices that she made for her to allow me to do something like this and to go into content creation and things like that. So, and still being able to maintain a happy home, a healthy home, and still being able to do things like this and sacrifice her time and her energy, because I've drained it. I have drained it. And, it's, I'm just happy to be now at another foundation point now,
Absolutely.
So it's really nice. I thank you guys. You guys were always very, just go for it. Go for it. None of you guys were ever just like, it'll never happen. And I appreciate that, from you guys. So thank you. Thank you, everybody. It's a nice run. It's very nice to finally have that little combat badge there,
Yeah, I'll tell you what, dude. 9 times out of 10, you know for a fact my answer is just going to be send it. Just fucking send it.
Yeah.
See what happens.
What do you have to lose?
Shoot your shot. Yeah, shoot your shot.
Exactly.
So you're never going to see me stand in the way of fucking progress, right?
Yeah.
So,
but I've made the decision now when I am gaming, when I'm not podding live, I am going to be doing a lot of Once Human, a lot of Red Dead RP, and then there's some new game that's actually coming that just came out called the Forever Winter that looks pretty fucking awesome. The war's been in that game. The war has been going on so long they don't even know what year it is.
That's kind of like Warhammer 40K, like where it's just like nonstop war forever,
and they're just going for it, But yeah, the week was really good. We started watching What We Do in the Shadows.
Okay, what's that about?
It's like an office style show about vampires living in Staten Island, and
really? Is it a comedy?
It's a comedy. It's fucking hilarious.
Okay.
We're about like 5-6 episodes in, something like that. It's got an interesting cast. It's got let me get the names up. I didn't even know I was going to talk about this today, to be honest with you.
All right. We got plenty of time.
Oh yeah, no. So Natasha Demetrio, Matt Berry, Kayvon Novak, Harvey Gielen, Mark Proksch, Doug Jones is in it. Haley Joel Osment is in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I haven't gotten to his character yet. Yeah, but
he's all grown up now, isn't he?
Oh yeah, beard, long hair.
Yeah.
Grown.
Yeah.
But man, when I tell you, I've because it's Halloween season. My wife and I want to get into something, kind of spooky. She's doing a 30 days of Halloween thing that she does every year. She's up to day 4 or 5 now. She watched The Thing last night.
Nice.
So
that's a good one.
Yeah. So I wanted, I want to watch like a little something vampire-y or something. So we started off with Interview with the Vampire, the show, which interesting start. A couple N-bombs got dropped, like hard ones. Yeah. Very interesting show. The only thing I could describe it that it's very it's for its timepiece, like it's a timepiece.
Yeah.
So there are some things that you have to expect, but the show is also very horny.
Very sexual, huh?
Yeah.
So I
mean, just to backtrack to the hard R N-word part, like that's just again, like you were saying, timepiece. I mean, if you look at the novels, that time period,
it's supposed to be more respectful to the novels too.
Yeah, that time period, that would be part of the language. Like that was just a word that was used. During that time.
Because if I remember, it starts off in New Orleans in 1910. So yeah, it really does make sense, And but it's not a bad show. But it was a little it was a little overwhelming, I will say, for that first episode. So the next night we went into What We Do in the Shadows, and I have to say, if you want to watch a comedy about vampires who really know how to like throw the Easter eggs in there, my favorite vampire is this one who's like a succubus vampire, and he just speaks to you and speaks to you and speaks to you and speaks to you, and he drains your energy by speaking to you.
You mean like if it was a dude, he'd be an incubus. If it's a lady, it'd be a succubus.
Well, there's an incubus and a succubus then.
There you go. There you go.
But great show. I'm loving it so far. It's hilarious. And then the new season of Once Human starts. So I've just been fucking around on that, and then just doing pods. Just doing pods, man. I'm having a good time. I'm happy. Yeah. What about you guys?
Sorry about that. Sorry, I got a message. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You received the bird.
I didn't really do much this week, but I've got a busy week ahead, so I'll probably be talking a little bit about that here in a little while. But I know Joe had a little bit to do this week, and honestly, I've just kind of been fucking around and taking care of some stuff around the house and watching playoffs and baseball. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like my whole week. My whole week was watching the Royals beat up on the Baltimore Orioles, and then waiting for the game against the Yankees yesterday, which we'll discuss here in a little bit. So, Joe, how was your week? What did you do this week?
So, I mean, this week was actually a little bit busier than normal once we got towards the tail end of the week. So Thursday we had this beer tasting / dinner thing at our local pub and grub that we signed up for about 2 weeks ago. You know, one of those, like, it's a limited event. They only had like 40 seats. When we signed up for it, they only had 10 people signed up at the time. Totally different menu. Like the chefs and everything at the pub and grub, they're actually trained chefs. They're not like your typical like Applebee's or Chili's type chefs that are just hired in off the street and taught how to cook the meals they have on the menu. So they had some interesting dishes, a lot of stuff the wife was very like about. You know, they did I think my favorite dish of the evening that night, they did a elote risotto. So they did Mexican street corn style risotto.
Oh, that's nice.
So it was really good, but it was, you know, one of the local breweries. They came in, they talked about, they had 5 of their beers for everybody to try. And then they did a pairing menu where, you know, each beer was with a different course.
How did you like that?
It was good. I mean, we've already decided. So they do this once a quarter. So once every 3 months, they do something like this. We've already decided once they announce the next one and start doing signups for it, we're going to go ahead and pay and sign up, because it was a good little event. After we got done with that, you know, we stepped over to the bar because our favorite bartender was working, had a few more drinks. The guy from the brewery, he ended up, because I was just going to have 2 more beers and then we were going to head out, because with the wife, she doesn't drink that much. So she tried every beer, but then I ended up having hers on top of mine during the dinner.
Of course.
So, well, they did use smaller, like little 8-ounce tasting cups instead of full-blown fucking pint glasses. Right. So, right. You know, drinking hers, I technically had 5 fucking pints.
Yeah, but that's a Tuesday. That's a fucking Tuesday. Shit.
But, yeah, so, you know, we get done with that. We hit the bar.
What's 5 pints? 5 beers?
No, that would be
5 16-ounce glasses.
Oh, so okay.
4 pints. Give me a second. A 6-pack of pints is 8 beers. Yeah. So it'd be like about 6 or 7 beers is what 5 pints would be.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Not a terrible lot, but also not exactly a little either.
Yeah.
About half a gallon.
So, you know,
half a gallon of beer.
we got the average person kind of feeling nice.
Yes. Yeah. And of course, if you slow drink,
if you're not used to consuming alcohol on the regular, that would probably have you to the point where you need an Uber to get home.
Yeah. You might be a little toasty.
I'd be fucked up. Yeah.
Yeah. For you, you'd be a little tipsy. Like
me and Jay would be carrying you out of said bar.
I love it. I love it.
It's all right. It
But
happens, right?
you know, we hit the bar afterwards and we're sitting there, we're talking with everybody. The guy from the brewery, he comes over to have a couple drinks too. And, you know, I got my first round, I had a second round, and then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and tab out when I got my second round at the bar because it's a fucking work night. I'm not trying to get fucking completely sloshed. Well, next thing I know, the brewery guy, he orders like the 5 of us that were at the beer dinner. He ordered all of us a fucking round. So now I've drank 5 pints plus another 3. So I've had 8 pints at this point.
Now you're getting a little toasty. Now I'm at that point where it's like, fuck. And we still had to go to the fucking store to get some I needed to get more body wash and some
more beer,
some fucking drinks and shit.
Did you have to get any toilet paper? I sure hope you didn't.
I was smart. Last weekend, we went to the store. When we went grocery shopping last weekend, I bought 2 packs of fucking toilet paper. And that's just because I like to be stocked up on paper goods anyways.
Well, sure.
So
there's a little place in my pantry. It's where I put my like the paper rolls of paper towel and toilet paper. And I just took out, like, I have the toilet paper that's on my thing right now, and I've got 1 roll left. Thankfully, I don't use a lot of toilet paper because we're fucking out here. Everybody fucking bought it up out here. And I just want to say send a special fuck you to all of you scared little bitch ass motherfuckers with your fucking scared ass fucking like Looney Tunes fucking conspiracy theories about fucking World War III and shortages of supplies and everything else, for fucking doing that panic buy bullshit with toilet paper again, just like in the pandemic. Just like in the pandemic with your selfish asses, dude.
Yeah, I just yesterday we just got water bottles yesterday for the first time in like a week. So,
dude, people's selfishness never fails to astound me.
Listen, I'll boil water. I don't give a fuck.
Next thing I was going to fucking touch on, John, was fucking water, bottled water. Fucking, so we did our grocery shopping yesterday. My wife has made our fucking cats bougie. So if we try to trick them and have them drink fucking tap water, they won't drink. It has to be fucking bottled water. Even if we try to take an empty bottle and put tap water in it to try to mind fuck them, they still won't drink it. Like, they apparently know the difference.
Freddie, if you ever do that to me, you're just going to be shit out of luck. Never. No.
So normally what I do is I just buy, a 32 fucking rack of like the Walmart brand fucking bottled water, because it's like $3 for 32 fucking 12-ounce bottles. Fucking Walmart, and all the Walmarts in my area, out of all the fucking cheap shit. I spent $7 on a fucking case of fucking water yesterday. And I'm like, I just paid $7 for something I can get out of the fucking tap.
I bet that water was fucking good though.
Your cats need to learn how to fucking live without that shit, dude. That's, you know what I mean? Like,
I tried telling the wife. I was like, we just need to tell the cats they need to get over themselves and fucking.
Wait, can you like refill a water bottle with tap water and then pour it in out of a bottle?
It's something there's in the water. I think because because our city water treatment facility uses too much fucking chlorine in the water. I think the cats can fucking tell the difference.
Entirely possible. Taste. I think that's entirely possible.
So, because I can tell a difference. I mean, granted, I have no problem drinking the fucking tap water if I have to. Well, I'd prefer not to, but that's just because there's a lot of fucking chlorine in it. But
sure. I understand. That's freaking yeah. So, John, want to talk about some baseball for a minute, huh?
Yeah.
About them fucking Yankees.
I wish we could show some. This is bullshit.
Nope.
Yeah, I know. I wish we even have like a disclaimer for fair use. I'm sure we could show it, but we'd probably immediately get a strike. Like
every time we
show anything sports related.
Every time with sports, it's fucking crazy. And it's fucking crazy.
It kills me because literally everyone else fucking does it. All the content creators, all the freaking YouTubers.
And we're little guys.
That has always been my biggest. That's what I don't get the most. Like, It's not just that we get a strike, it's how fast it happens. We get like it's immediate, it's almost immediate. We've
Facebook was even faster.
We've gotten taken down while we're live before, like while we're live.
And what do we do?
Yeah.
And we weren't doing anything. We literally did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
We did.
And what do we do? We went back and then we got taken off again for going back live. Yep. Those were early days, man. Those days sucked. Those were very stressful days.
That's how we learn. And I still don't know, like, who do I need to pay under the table to like leave our shit the fuck alone? Yeah, like we already don't have a functional audience. We have like what, the 5 people that are watching live right now?
Yeah.
Of which 2 of them at least are probably us. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. Like that's what I'm saying, man. Like
it's very hit or miss. Sometimes we have 12, sometimes we have 0. Sometimes we have 0.
Yep. We'll have some of our
and
videos.
We still do it.
We still do. We ain't gonna fucking stop. I mean, we're never gonna fucking. You're never gonna stop. You can't stop us.
Like we just shot the 50th episode of Bong Rips and Video Games yesterday.
Nice.
You know, that's 2 away from 1 year consistently.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's the consistency, man, and it's very awesome to have this consistency, even with the small audience.
Agreed.
You know,
yeah.
Well, and eventually, when the audience comes, they'll come when they come. What we have is a fucking library.
Yeah, I go by, and Squilini will know this too. When they talk about streamers, they always say, always act as if you have 1 million people watching.
Yes.
You know, and that's always, you know, and it's always like to say, like, I always act like I'm rich, even though I'm always rich for the weekend. You
are rich, John. You're rich with love.
I am
with love.
I am.
So did you see the game last night, John?
So I got to see the recap after. I got fucking tied up in Once Human. It's
you forgot the game was on.
Yeah, because the season so every time the season restarts, you have to build everything up again. You need to do your skill tree again, you know, because it's an even playing field. It's annoying, but I got my beer back, so we're good to go. And this is just day 2, but I got to check out the highlights. We have inconsistent Stanton once again.
Well, I was pleased for the most part. I was pleased with how the Royals did overall.
They held it down.
We held it down. We were going toe to toe, and honestly, it was our game to lose. Unfortunately, we had a really bad outing. One of our pitchers had a really bad outing. We were in a jam, and we ended up walking a couple of runs home. And then there was a what I would call a error of aggression. Early in the game, they sent Salvatore Perez home when they should have held him up at third, and we would have had bases loaded, no outs. It turned into, you know, two outs with a runner on because Salvi got thrown out at fucking home.
Yep. Morning from the dungeon, my guy.
So a couple of small errors in like judgment, you might say, for the third base coach to send Salvi home. And then on the mound, if you walk the bases loaded and you walk home 2 runs in an inning, you're going to have a bad day. And I think the Yankees won by 1 point. Is that correct?
Yeah, by 1.
That was those 2. So take off 2 runs for, you know, walking the Yankees home. That was ball game. That was ball game right there. So
it was.
I've seen a lot of people on the internet on both sides were kind of giving the umpire shit for how he was calling balls and strikes. I got nothing. Fuck that. I say fuck that because we walked home 2 runs. You're not going to hear me making excuses. You're not going to hear me making excuses. You're not going to hear me talking shit about the umpires because you shouldn't have sent Salvi home when he was running the bases. He's slow. He's getting old, right? And then you can't walk home 2 fucking runs and expect to have a good day. So that's kind of where I'm at. You're not going to hear me make excuses. Congratulations to the Yankees yesterday. We got another game coming up tomorrow. On Monday is game 2, and then game 3 is going to be here in Kansas City. And dare I say it, John? Dare I say it? If you guys tune in to game 3 of the Yankees Royals, it'll be Wednesday evening here in Kansas City. If you tune in on TV, you may or may not see your Jay because I may or may not be on the field. So tune in and keep your eyes peeled because you might see me. You might see me in my badass haircut. Fucking,
you know what channel I'm going to be watching it on too. So,
got you, homie. I got you, homie. I'll be there.
So this is actually, I mean, so there were some things I did. I went through all the best highlights that I could. Aaron Judge killing it as always in the center field. He is the best center fielder.
He had a couple of really good defensive plays last night.
Yes, he did. His offense with Waka, he has an issue. He cannot hit with Waka. And this is something that even I knew about. You know, this has been happening for a while. He can't hit against them. And Waka's not the only one. There are other pitchers Judge cannot hit against, just like everybody else. Waka is a good pitcher.
Yeah.
He is not a bad pitcher. So
baseball revolves around pitching now. This is the era of the home run hitter is over. It is all pitching now. It's either blooper or bomb. Like you don't see a lot of traditional like just base hit after base hit anymore. You either see a home run or you see a little bloop. That's it. Like pitching dominates baseball right now, and it's really like the Yankees. I got to say, as much as I hate the Yankees, I was impressed with them last night for holding on the way they did, because they could have given up. They could have given up. Like the Royals, every time the Yankees had an answer for them, the Royals fucking answered right back. Yeah. So until the Yankees pulled ahead that last time and stayed ahead, the Royals were right there in their face. And I got to say, I was impressed that the Yankees didn't like lose their composure and just kind of give it up. So, you know, I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. I'll be working. Unfortunately, I probably won't be able to watch the game tomorrow night because I'm going to be at Arrowhead. Working Monday Night Football. So Jay's going to be at the stadiums this week working his tushy off. So wish me luck on that. But I am looking forward to the game tomorrow. I want to see. The Royals really need to win this one, because if they come to Kansas City on Wednesday down 2 games in a best of 5 series, that's a no-go. That's no bueno. I would rather be at least 1-1, and then we'll see what happens, Wednesday and forward from there. But if the Yankees win tomorrow, I hate saying it, dude, I don't see the Royals pulling out of that hole. If the Yankees win tomorrow, if the Royals win tomorrow, we got ourselves a series. Because they really should have won yesterday. That was the Royals game to lose, and they lost. You know what I mean? And that's. I hated seeing us give it up to the Yankees, dude, but it is what it is, and it is the playoffs. So Yankees are up 1-0 on the Royals right now, and we'll see how it goes. KC versus New York, dude. Here we go.
Fuck yeah. Now we got a couple things here. Thank you for the follow. And also, he said, I'm late. Sorry, I was doing homework. Crystal Day Cleary. Cleary, are you on your wife's account? We know Cleary, but we don't know. I think he's on the wrong account. Then we have here. Hey, good morning, Jammin.
Jammin's there.
Thank you for coming.
Good on the Mets. I saw that too. The Mets made it. They beat the.
I have to look at the rest of the baseball highlights too. So now we have another. We'll get to this in a few minutes. Did you guys hear that they might be releasing Twisted Metal Black, Twisted Metal 1, and Twisted Metal 2 for the PS5 as its exclusive with the Pro? I mean, if it looks good.
I remember Twisted Metal. That was a fun one back in the day, like the early days. The early days,
Yeah. Oh, look, he said it. Apparently, what's going on, Clear? It's funny. We were just talking about you at the beginning of the show too, because we had said how you. There he is. There he is. He's right there.
I'm back.
He's here.
Sorry about that. Had to go wrap the ribs.
Yep.
Fuck it. Oh yeah. Oh Joe, show everybody your tech,
your smoker,
app, whatever. No. Watch this, Joe or John. Watch what he has. Let him show you. Let him show you what he's got on his fucking phone. Watch this shit. Pull that shit up, Joe.
So my new smoker is Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, so I can monitor the temp of the smoker, the temp of the meat on the smoker.
Yeah.
Straight from my phone.
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck?
So you're cooking something right now?
Yes.
Yeah, I've got.
and he knows what the temperature is. Like he knows what the temperature is in there. From his phone, John. From his phone.
So you don't even need to leave your bedroom. if you're watching TV or something, you could just be like,
oh God, that looks so fucking delicious. God damn it.
So
Joe.
that was probably about an hour into the cook. But
holy shit.
My man.
So I've got a rack of St. Louis style spare ribs and a pork shoulder going right now. The ribs should be done around about 2:00 for lunchtime, and the shoulder will be around about 5 or 6 to pull to rest.
Okay.
Okay.
And are you watching football today, Joe? You gonna be watching?
Yeah, I will be this afternoon.
Okay. Yeah, because you got your Cowboys, right?
Yeah, and we play. We're one of the 8:00 games tonight.
Okay,
Whereas tonight
you're playing the Steelers, right?
Yeah.
Today? Okay. Fuck yeah. We're playing the Saints tomorrow.
Pittsburgh. You're playing Pittsburgh, huh?
They are. Yep. And we got the Saints tomorrow. And I was looking at the games. I don't even know if I'm going to be watching much football today, guys. Like this might be a real lazy Sunday for Jay. I didn't
Okay.
Well, every once in a while, like I'll look at the schedule. And I'm just like, you know what? I don't even feel like watching any of these games. So I'm probably just going to stay home and clean the house a little bit and maybe take a nap. You know what I mean? Like, because I have to work tomorrow. I have to work at Arrowhead tomorrow. And then I got a bunch of shit to do on Tuesday, including taking my car to a mechanic. Wish me luck, guys. Fingers crossed. But I got a bunch of shit.
You sound so excited.
I'm just hoping I don't have to fucking like get rid of the fucking thing and like figure out a way to make a car payment, because like I don't have the time for that right now. I do not have. I'm already paying a fucking mortgage, right? Like I don't need a car payment on top of fucking the mortgage right now. You know what I mean? Like I really, if I can get 2, maybe 3 years out of this car that I've got, like 2 or 3 more years is all I need. Just give me 2 or 3 years to get me a little bit farther down the road. But goddamn,
yeah.
My car's been limping a little bit, and I'm not happy about it. But it's also freaking. It happens. It's a 20-year-old car, and this is the first time I've had like a real, what I would call, legitimate issue with the car. But it is coming up on that part of its lifespan where certain parts are probably just going to be falling out. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So I'm hoping it's not catastrophic. If it's catastrophic, your boy Jay is going to fucking make a sign that just says like, you know, like we'll suck dick for fucking a new car. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah. Oh yes, I saw that, Cleary. Fucking Vanderbilt, first ever in school history, first time they ever defeated a number 1 team, and they beat fucking Alabama. Of all teams, they beat the team in college football.
That's awesome.
Congratulations to Vanderbilt. Like, I'm sorry if you're a Bama fan, but absolutely congratulations, Vanderbilt. Yep. Yeah.
That's so crazy.
So yeah, so between working Monday, a bunch of shit on Tuesday, and then working the playoffs on Wednesday, Jay's gonna be a little tired probably come Thursday, Friday. So we'll see how the rest of the week goes after we get through the playoffs. Okay. Like,
yeah, and this whole week I'm just gonna be playing Once Human while you're doing all that.
That's okay. You're officially a Twitch affiliate. Like, so
yeah.
you can play your little heart out, John. Play your little heart out, please.
I can't wait for it to come to console. I got to get you in this game.
One of these days. Well,
yeah.
I
need to get you in here too.
I'm telling you, we will game again, John. We will game again. I don't know when, I don't know how, but we will. One of these days.
Thine will rise. We will rise like a phoenix in the ashes.
We will.
I want to kind of bring up something. Are you? No, Cleary is not. He's not. No, Cleary is just a Army recruiter. No. Cleary is he's a DD214 network affiliate.
Yeah, he just likes us. I don't know why, but he just likes us. So
Still trying to figure out why, but
slight character flaw. Hell yeah, Jim. And Army and Navy are both 5-0 for the first time ever. So
yeah.
Like did you see that Army and Navy are both 5-0?
I've been keeping a close eye on fucking Army this season because we've been fucking cleaning house.
Ooh, the game's coming soon. The game.
December.
Yeah.
It is coming.
Mhm.
It's coming. It is
Did
coming.
they release the uniforms yet?
Oh, good.
I thought they did.
Hold on.
Joe?
Army, Navy.
Pull her up, Joe. What's up?
I always look forward to those uniforms every time they come out. They always do something really nice with them every year.
Yeah, they do. And I like how they'll pick like a division and they like rock the division shit. You know what I mean? Like the patches and the freaking. I like how Army does their shit.
I love that shit. I think the last one was Third ID, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you were all like got you all hard.
Nice.
Third ID. So it looks like I think it's this year. It's Old Ironsides.
Ooh.
Okay. All right then. Let's see. Yes, Air Force has a team. They're the Falcons, and they play out of Air Force Academy outside of Colorado Springs. And the Marines play with the Navy.
Yeah,
That's
so
great. Yeah.
the Air Force, so the Marines
I actually didn't know
team
about the
falls
Air
under the
Force.
Navy because the Marines still fall under the Department of the Navy. The Air Force has their own academy ever since they separated from the Army and switched away from being the Army Air Corps to the actual United States Air Force. So the Air Force and Space Force share a team because the Space Force is under the Air Force
right now. Yep.
That's interesting. I didn't even know the Air Force had a football team.
I used to
and Query Citadel's actually an Army academy.
I used to drive by the fucking Air Force Academy all the time. It's right off of I-25 north of Colorado Springs. You can't miss it. You cannot miss it. Like, so yeah, right there.
I'm waiting for
Yes,
Space Force
from the
to have their
dungeon.
football
Unfortunately, Space Force is a real thing.
If they let me smoke weed, I'll come back.
They need to do something because I know recruiters are hurting right now. They need to figure something out to get those numbers.
I'm telling you, let us
So
smoke
Query,
the
when's the
weed.
next time you're going to be on the show?
Yeah, actually, that'd be nice to know. Actually, we got to bring you on to our other show too. Which, by the way, if you guys haven't checked out DD214 Presents Episode 1 with Crazy Ace TV, it was a great episode. It was an exciting episode. It was something new that we're gonna do. When that series goes up to like 10 episodes, I'll upload them all up into Spotify and stuff like that. But we want to keep this YouTube exclusive right now. It's a nice special thing that we did. We're gonna have veterans, non-veterans, maybe people who are going into the military, maybe, and people who they need.
Be careful with that one. I wouldn't want to hurt somebody's fucking feelings again, John.
Jesus Christ! No, I'm gonna be dead in like 140 years. Let's run it.
Just send it. Just fucking send it, dude.
I mean, the non-veteran thing, I think the safe bet, if we do go non-veterans, they have to have had some kind of DOD job, even if it was a civilian DOD job.
Yeah.
So the fucking
they need to have some kind of mild celebrity status, like our pal that came on from
good old Mr. Burns.
Yes, like that. That was a fun episode, and he was an adult. Right? He knew how to take a joke.
Yes, James. I don't think he's in the new Black Ops either, which is a damn shame.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
They completely took away a great legacy.
Well, that's what corporations do.
Yeah.
So I'll leave it right there. Like none of that surprises me. Like and hearing the latest, the rumor mill and reading some of the reviews on like the sequel to Joker. Like
I was just going to bring this up. It's not looking good.
It ain't looking good.
It is.
This is exactly what happens when the wrong people have too much power to say.
We went from this to this.
No, that's not what a lot of people's problems are. So I've been watching the reviews because I was going to go see it because I've got some free passes to the local theater, so to the local movie theater, and the local movie theater has beer on tap. So me being the alcoholic that I am, I was going to go see Joker. I was going to drink about $50 worth of beer. Okay. I was going to have a good time. I was going to have to pay for the movie tickets because I got the tickets for free. to whatever movie I want to go see.
Venom looks like the choice, actually.
But from what I've seen for Joker, first off, they hyped up Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn, and apparently she only got like 30 minutes of fucking screen time throughout the entire movie.
I thought it was bad casting from the start.
I didn't have an issue with the casting. My issue was just the fact that the first one was such a freaking amazing movie. It touched on a lot of key points with mental health issues and stuff like that. And then they turned the second one into a fucking musical. That's where my problem lied.
Well, I think they could have made it. They could have made it into a musical, and it still could have worked.
I just wish that I just wish that we could spoil it. There's some really bad shit in that movie, like stuff that you would expect happening in jails. Is all I'll say.
So,
like,
yeah. So, well, I mean, go ahead. Go.
I mean, they overhyped Lady Gaga apparently because they made it seem like she was going to have this big pivotal role within the entire fucking movie. Then she doesn't, and from what I've read of people that have seen it,
I agree.
Everybody's saying it feels like it was a fan-made film as a follow-up to the original Joker and not an actual fucking follow-up to the original Joker movie.
Yeah. I mean, look, we know, okay, the first Joker movie was great. And even like From the Dungeon says, D, you're right. I mean, it's kind of like a good versus evil. Without a Joker, there is no Batman, without, and vice versa. Yeah.
Without Batman, there's no Joker. Right?
Yeah.
Well,
and it's kind of like you got to give us something if you want to continue a good story.
So I agree, but at the same time, I feel like what they should have done, because they're trying to do Joker's origin and kind of backstories into Joker to where it's not got Batman. Kind of like how we've got the Penguin show right now from the Matt Reeves Batman universe, which
need Batman.
So far really fucking good.
Oh, it's a new episode's out today, right?
You can do a villain's backstory from the DC universe correctly, or you can do what they did with the sequel for fucking Joker.
Right.
Because the first Joker movie, even though it didn't have Batman, it fucking worked.
There's one villain I want them to do so bad for this series.
Who?
Black Mask.
I'm not familiar.
He was like a mafia guy, very powerful, and he wore this skull mask as his face. Yeah.
I can dig it.
So did you ever watch the Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey movie?
Yeah, I like that movie. That was
it was Ewan McGregor, right?
It was Ewan McGregor. Yep,
Ewan McGregor's character was Black Mask.
Yeah.
Interesting. Did
he have the mask on? Did he have the mask in that?
At one point, I think the mask did come into play for like a very brief moment or something like that, but it wasn't like a huge pivotal part of it. But that's who he played in that movie was Black Mask.
And I'm almost certain they brought Black Mask in for the show Gotham as well for a little bit. And like the character it's a really cool character. Yeah, Gotham was really good.
If you want to know how to do fucking backstories to Batman characters correctly,
there you go.
You need to take a page out of fucking Gotham's book. Because even the way they did fucking Alfred in that show was
I still don't understand how easy it seems for these people who make the movies to fuck it up. Because it's like it shouldn't be that hard to make it right. We have example after example after example of how to do it the right way and how to not do it and do it the wrong way. And they keep picking the fucking wrong way. They keep doing it the wrong fucking way.
That's why I'm really curious. I'm super curious to know how this Superman movie is going to be when it comes out next year.
We're going to find out. Out. You know,
so
at this point, I'm going to be waiting for the streaming to even give Joker a chance. The sequel to Joker. I'm not even fucking with it in theaters. Like I got people on my Facebook feed shitting all over it. I'm like people who normally don't shit on movies. Yeah, too many cooks. It takes a lot to make a stew. Yeah, you remember that? Like too many cooks.
Yeah.
Too many cooks.
But I mean, the thing is, I have I have very reserved hopes for the new Superman movie, for the Superman fucking James Gunn main DC universe fucking timeline. I have reserved hopes because when I go back and I look at Suicide Squad, the last one, and I look at Peacemaker, those two fucking things,
Peacemaker
which
was
was
so
James
good.
Gunn, were fucking great. If I go into the MCU, the last good things that came out of the MCU were the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, which who was in fucking charge on the directing side? Fucking James Gunn. So I have hopes, but at the same time, I keep seeing these fucking images from the set and how they're fucking, trying to oversaturate too many fucking characters into this first movie. And that is what's turned my knob down to where I'm reserved on it, because it seems like they're trying to shove too many fucking characters into the first movie. Because they've got Hawkgirl, they've got Mr. Fantastic, they've got Green Lantern. And the Green Lantern they have is Guy Gardner.
Yeah, and you know about the other, they hired, what's his name, to be Hal Jordan. God, what's his fucking name? I'll get you his name right now.
Did he pull in Nathan Fillion?
No, we still have Nathan Fillion. We're gonna have 2 Green Lanterns.
Well, because Nathan Fillion wasn't doing Guy Gardner.
No, because what the fuck? It just happened. What's the guy from that movie 8mm?
Nicolas Cage?
Not that fucking movie. The movie where the fucking it's a kid with an 8mm camera. Fucking, it was like what the fuck is his fucking name? He was in a baseball movie too.
Nathan Fillion is the one doing Guy Gardner.
Okay. Oh, Kyle Chandler. Kyle Chandler's gonna be Hal Jordan.
Okay. It looks like Nicholas Hoult, who played.
He's gonna be. He's
in the X-Men. He's gonna be Lex Luthor. Oh, and they're bringing Supergirl in. So yeah, they're totally trying to oversaturate this fucking movie.
Well, and that's what they keep. I think that's how they keep fucking shit up.
There it is.
They're not listening. They're not listening to the right people. When these movies are in pre-production, they're not listening to the right people. They're not writing the right stories to get the general population at large interested in it. And then on top of that, they're just making shitty fucking movies.
Yep.
You're not gonna convince me to go to a movie theater to watch a movie about a comic book I never fucking read or gave a fuck about unless you give me a reason. I'll kind of like Joker, like the first one, Joker. Like if that had not been a good movie, I wouldn't have been interested. I'd have let it slide.
They set a standard. They set a standard.
It very much. That was a non-comic book movie, and they did it the right way. And they got me interested. Like a lot of this other stuff, they're trying to create all these universes and open up all these different doors. And in Marvel, they do this the whole multiverse. This shit's so played out. I don't give a fuck anymore. It's like Disney. Basically taking the Star Wars franchise behind the shed and putting 2 bullets in the back of its head. Star Wars is functionally dead right now. It's dead in the water because of what they've done, and they're doing it with comic book movies too. They did it with Marvel. They're getting ready to do it with DC. They're fucking it up. They're fucking it up. They're taking my childhood and they're taking a giant dump and smearing all over my childhood. This is
why I always go back to reading comic books.
This is why I don't fucking watch TV and fucking movies.
You can't fuck that up. Like honestly, you can't fuck that up. There's so many comic books in the world.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
multiverse where Jay was in the Navy.
Oh man. So I see From the Dungeon woke up and chose fucking violence today, huh?
Hey Jay, you know why the Navy uses powdered soap?
No, I don't. Why, Joe?
It's harder to pick up.
I fucking hate you. I fucking hate all of you. I hate all of you. Fucking Navy, right? Fucking Navy. Fuck you guys.
Well, I mean, they're not going to win this year. Didn't the Army win last year?
Yeah, I think we've won the last 2 or 3 in a row. Actually, we're in a little bit.
What's the Army?
We're on an upswing right now.
We're on an upswing, but we lost for like 14 years in a fucking row up before that. So like, yeah, like it's we're definitely behind in the fucking Army Navy game. We're definitely behind in the stats. Like,
oh yeah, Army is 55, Navy is 62 with 7 tied games and 124 total games.
Yeah, yep, that sounds about right because we lost for like 14 years in a row to Navy.
Yeah, and between 1894 to 1898, no games were played.
Yeah, I always look forward to Army Navy. That's just a fun one every year. That's a fun one.
That's the one where I always bust out the fucking, my Army swag, fucking throw it on, go to the bar, get it, make sure it's on at least one TV and sit there and fucking cheer for the home team.
Yep, 100%. Like, go Army, go Army.
Depending on the weather, depending on the weather, might depend on how redneck me with my Army swag becomes. Because there's been times where it's been warm enough out where I've gone to the bar and I've been in fucking gym shorts with my fucking combat boots on and a fucking Army t-shirt.
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing wrong with that. Let that inner white trash fucking like fly, dude. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good, homie.
I'm fucking married now. I ain't got nobody to fucking impress.
You know what I'm saying, dude. God damn, dude. God damn it. I don't know about you guys. I'm just kind of feeling a little stoked because it's like this part of the year again. It's like the season. You know what I mean? So even with like general malaise in life and just kind of things are kind of shitty, I'm still kind of like feel better about like just everything because like for some reason it's fall. It's like a happy time for me. So it's kind of hard for me to be overly depressed, you know what I mean? Where it's just like, it's starting to cool down outside. We've got playoff games. We've got football. Is life really that bad? Is life really that bad?
It's starting to cool off outside. We've got me smoking fucking meats again on the regular now. Especially now that I got my new fancy ass smoker.
Oh my God. Fucking fancy. Like what?
It looks very fancy. It's a really nice smoker.
The fact it's fancy when I fucking was setting it up yesterday. Like I plugged it in and set up the app, and it was like, before we can continue setting up the app, we need to update the software of your fucking smoker.
Dude, did you see? There's a paralyzed dude. He has like an exoskeleton that helps him walk.
Yeah.
And
yep, I know who you're talking about.
Like a battery or something got or a wire, and they like the company refused to fix it because it was like more than fucking 5 years old. And like this exoskeleton is like $100,000.
Keeping him alive, and it's keeping him alive.
It's so he could walk. Literally, it's like to give this guy mobility, and they didn't fix anything until there was an outcry over it. It was like the dude spent $100,000, and like it's like a $20 part, and they won't service it, and like that really begs a question like about corporations like being allowed to do like if you're basically
free.
Like, they're basically telling him he had to buy a new fucking exoskeleton. You know what I mean?
Fuck that shit.
That's what he motherfucker already spent $100,000. That's like it's a house.
I'll go back into a wheelchair,
bro. Like
I'm not going back into a wheelchair. I'm finding an electrical engineer that can just fucking fix it for me.
What goddamn dystopian fucking reality do we
have that degree?
What dystopian goddamn reality do we live in where a company, a corporation has any say in our fucking healthcare, has any say at all, but they do it every day. They do it every fucking day.
Well,
like
that brings me to a whole nother fucking rant. So
please.
My wife, she's diabetic. And they finally now like the Dexcom, the Freestyle Libres, the sensors that just clip onto your back of your arm and they pair up with your phone or whatnot. So you can just constantly monitor your sugar. It gives you alerts if your sugar's too low, too high. Well, after she changed her job, she's been having issues getting new sensors. And they're claiming that one sensor under her new insurance, when under her old insurance, two sensors was $6, which is 1 month. They're now claiming one sensor, which is only for half a month, is $77 fucking dollars.
That's crazy.
Fuck that.
Holy
now,
shit.
Granted, this is where my complaints with the pharmacy, not the company that makes the sensor. Because the company that makes her sensor, they offer, and I've been trying to tell her for the last fucking month, since she's not had a sensor, contact the company on their website. They have where if your pharmacy tries to charge you over $75 for a sensor, contact us. We'll give you a fucking voucher that gets you the sensors for $6. This is the one time I'm going to say that's a corporation that actually fucking cares about their patients, and they created a product because they know of the necessity of something of that nature. They didn't create it to fucking be money hungry douchebags.
Yeah.
It's actually funny how you can tell when situations like that happen. It's like, oh, well, now I know I made a mistake buying this from you. I'm not going to buy from you again. You know?
People will think with afflictions like diabetes don't have a fucking choice. They have to have insulin. They have to have insulin. You know, like
it's fucking expensive,
dude. It's life altering. It's life altering.
So
you can't just jacking the price up at the expense of people's health. Go ahead.
So she's on two different insulins. Now she's type 2, so she doesn't have to have like a pump or anything.
Right.
She has a daily injection and a weekly injection. That's it. The weekly one that she's on, if she didn't have insurance, you want to know how much it would be for a fucking month's supply?
Like 600?
I don't want to know.
600? More than that?
25. $2,500.
Highway robbery. That's highway fucking robbery.
You know, I just watched this video
because she has insurance. She gets a month's supply for fucking $25.
You know, there was a day a long time ago where a guy came up with the fucking polio fucking vaccine. He sold it for $1 because it was for the whole fucking world, fucking world. Like he made it for like he was a good doctor. He's like this shouldn't be. You shouldn't be able to charge for this. This is for humanity. Humanity needs this shit, right? And
I just watched.
Go ahead, Joe.
Oh my bad. I just watched this video with Jesse Ventura when he was talking about when years ago, back when he was living in Minnesota and all that stuff before, like his politician stuff, his wrestling days, probably even before that. He was saying that. Actually, it was later in life. Actually, no, he mentioned that later in life his wife started getting seizures, and that she took 4 seizure medications, right, and none of them worked. And then she started illegally taking cannabis oils to help with her seizures, which helped. And then, you know, Minnesota did medicinal. I think they're still medicinal now. And he was saying that when they did that, the restrictions were so tight that those prices went to $600 a month. And he said insurance only wants to fix what they can't. They never want to fix what they could.
Right. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, exactly. That's from the dungeon. You nailed it. There's no money in a cure. That's the problem, though. Like
once the cure is out,
when you privatize healthcare, when you privatize medicine, pretty much when you privatize just about fucking anything, okay, like it takes the incentive away to be cost effective.
Yeah,
because then if people need it, you just keep fucking jacking the price up so that the people in the back room can make more of this fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
you know that we're not taking with us anyways when we die.
That's
and
right.
It's horseshit. It's horseshit that people have to put up with it. It's horseshit that people in our country are suffering in great numbers because of stupid like lack of health insurance. I mean, I feel like I'm the lucky guy. Because I got a rating. I got a disability rating, right? Yeah. I feel like I'm the lucky one.
Because you could go, you know, we could go to a VA right now
I can go to any hospital if it's an emergency. I can go anywhere.
That's right. We could do that.
I can go anywhere, but not everybody has that. Not everybody has that. Not even all veterans have that. Like this shit's real. It's fucking real. You talk the difference between living in poverty and possibly being homeless for some people is an illness where they have medical bills and medical debt, and it puts people in it can literally put you into poverty.
And the margin ain't small.
No, fuck no. Just going to the hospital can fucking bankrupt people. Just going to the hospital, and you have to. You don't have
not even that. Not even that. A ride on the ambulance.
Yes, can thrust people into like forever debt. Forever debt. Like you're never gonna get out of that debt.
That shit's fucking crazy, dude.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And that's exactly why I don't need a fucking car payment right now. That's like, because you know what I'm saying? Like, could I make it? Yes, probably.
You just don't want it.
It's not even that. I would have to work more. And I already get blown out. Just working tomorrow at the Chiefs game and Wednesday at the Royals. I guarantee I'm going to be fucking blown out on Thursday and Friday just from working twice in the week.
I believe it.
I don't have the energy anymore. And
you're probably going to blow your knees out.
Bro, for reasons, man. I'm just not. I'm getting older. I'm getting older, and I did a number on my body. And I'm paying for it now. I am paying for it.
Yeah.
But can you imagine if I was forced into a position where I had to work 40 hours a week? I don't know how long I would last. I will straight up.
I don't think you wouldn't be this nice of a guy.
And I'm already not quite a very nice guy, right? So.
I would say this being the one out of the three of us that has, full-time gig.
Regular job. Yeah.
I'm worn the fuck out at the end of the week.
I believe it. I fucking believe
come Friday evening, I get off work. The first thing I fucking do is go downstairs and pour a glass of fucking whiskey. And then I go to the bar for a couple drinks.
I started
because I'm fucking exhausted.
I started right before I got out. After I signed my deck statement, I was kind of upset, because I had to get out of the Army. I didn't really want to at the time. Yeah. The last year that I was in the Army, I started slowing down a lot, and I was like, maybe it's a good thing you're getting out, because I would notice going home from the academy when I was an instructor after just a regular work week, not doing PT in the morning. We're nothing crazy, just classroom instructor doing the regular gig. I was exhausted, blowing the fuck out all the time, stressed for nothing, just stress, just general stress. If I had to do some shit like that here in Kansas City, dude, like I'd be a fuck. I would be a total fuck, because like I would be pissed all the time, nonstop.
It's and for me, it's like at this point, because I work a fucking desk job. I don't, I'm not on my feet. I'm not doing what I was doing when I was in the fucking Army. I sit at a fucking desk. I stare at two computer screens. I fucking sit in meetings for fucking most of the damn day. I fucking, tell people what they should be doing that report to me. I fucking, do all this. I more do a fucking bunch of paper pushing now.
Right.
But I'm just
some 42 alpha shit.
Come fucking, 37 and a half to 40 hours at the end of the fucking week on a Friday. I am so mentally fucking exhausted.
Thank you.
That it's like, I just want to veg out. I don't want to fucking do anything else. And that's it. Like, it's mental exhaustion at this point. It's not even physical.
And that takes its own toll too. That's like, we almost never talk about how exhausting it can be up here. You know what I mean? And that takes your energy and your time and your space too. I've talked to my therapist about this, where when there's stuff going on in your head, and you're kind of keeping the tide pushed away, and you know what I mean, and off of your beach, right?
That's right.
It takes a toll, and that's where do I have fun? Do I have fun working my jobs? Absolutely. Am I proud of it? Am I happy to do it? Absolutely, 100%. But I am not fucking 25 years old anymore. And God help me if I ever have to get a 40-hour week job again. God help me, because like I will be fucked. I'll be fucked. The first time somebody fucking sweats me about fucking being 5 minutes late, guess who's fucking walking? You know what I mean? The first time somebody fucking raises their voice at me, period, guess who's walking or possibly swinging? You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't make it. I would not make it. You know what I mean? I just wouldn't make it right now. I don't have the capacity with my own physical health to do that shit right now. But what if I have to, I will, right? If I have to. And imagine how many people are in our country right now. They have to. They do not have what we have, and we're lucky. We are the lucky ones.
Got somebody at my back door.
You're fine. Are you good? Ooh, was he?
He put a thumbs up. He's good.
Okay. I was like, was he getting ready to pull something out from underneath his desk?
Yeah,
like,
no, it looked like it. It looked like it for a second.
He's like sitting there reaching. I was like, turn your camera off, Joe. You know what I mean? Like, make sure the sound's off too.
Suing the guy who recorded it for the first time for the rights to that video. Well, that's stupid because that's already that.
That's funny. Have you seen her podcast is like number 3 in the world right now?
That's fucking crazy.
Hey,
it's fucking.
You're never going to see me talk shit about people getting their fucking 15 minutes of fame in. You know what I mean?
Come and invade my space. The fuck out of here.
Right. Well, dude,
the fuck out of here. But everyone's got their own opinion about it.
Same with the Cash Me Outside girl. You know what I mean? It's like she got her 15 minutes and she made it, and she's made a lot of money off of it. So it's like I really can't blame Hawk to a girl that much because you got to take your shot when it presents itself. You got to take your shot.
I'll tell you one thing: that case is not going to go anywhere because the content creator already made the content. The content is already that person's. They don't own the person, but they own the content that was made.
Right. And
so that's going to be.
And it just so happened that she went viral off of that. Like, and that's, I don't know. John, you know exactly how I feel about some of this shit. So you're not gonna hear me. Yeah.
I want to hear what you think about this one. The head of American military forces in Japan has issued a directive curtailing public access to alcohol after a string of alleged sexual assaults by service members there earlier this year. Yep. In September 16 Liberty Order, U.S. Forces Japan banned troops from visiting off-base drinking establishments and publicly consuming alcohol from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. every day. The edict applies to all service members, regardless of age. The rules went into effect on Tuesday, according to the order, and applied to any service member serving in Japan under U.S. Indo-Pacific Command.
Hard agree. And I'll tell you why. And when Joe comes back, we can talk to Joe about being an MP. I was just talking with a buddy when I was watching the playoff game yesterday at the bar, my little watering hole around the corner here. I was just talking to a buddy yesterday about people who stain the uniform.
Yeah.
So and Joe, I know Joe will have plenty of stories because he was a fucking MP.
Yeah. And then we kind of had a slightly conversation about this with Ace as well.
Yes. No matter what happens, when you put the uniform on, you are going to be surrounded by the best. You're also going to be surrounded by some of the worst. And there are people that slip through the cracks and they make it in to service, regardless of branch. They make it into service, and they're fucking shitheads, and they're fucking shit bags, and they're not worthy of the uniform that they wear. But because of what they do while they're still in service, they stain the fucking uniform. They stain the honor that's supposed to go with it, you know. And that's that shit where, if you got too many people in fucking Japan fucking around while they're drunk and committing sexual crimes, guess what, motherfuckers? You ain't fucking drinking. Then we ain't fucking drinking, right? Then we ain't drinking. Because you know what? If I was in charge, I would have said the same fucking shit. From 1 a.m. to 5 a.m., nobody fucking drinks. Fuck you. You can't fucking drink and not pull your fucking dick out and fucking touch somebody with it. Get the fuck back on base then.
Okay, who in the Navy fucked up this time?
It's the Army.
Oh, God damn it.
So
when is it not the Army? When is it not?
Yeah, so, well, actually, it's an all service wide thing. But in Japan now, you cannot go to drinking establishments or publicly consume alcohol from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. if you are a service member. Serving
agree.
under U.S. Indo-Pacific Command.
Totally agree. Like you are not. This is one of those times. Like I know, I'm not always a huge fan of the officer corps. This is one of those times where I am fucking so glad I was not an officer, because the shit that they have to deal with when service members fuck up, that's the shit that I never wanted to deal with. I was an NCO and I had to deal with it. Not the way officers do though. And when you got soldiers under your command, when you've got soldiers that you're in charge of, and they fuck up, guess who it fucking falls right back on? You know what I mean? And you get as a leader, as an officer, whether you're a non-commissioned officer or a regular officer, a commissioned officer, it like the stain on that they bring the uniform on themselves stains you. Even if you had nothing to do with it, it stains you too.
Yeah.
And it's a blemish, and it's a black mark on your service that you were even involved in any way with some of these fucking turds. I know I've told you guys before. In the last company that I was on the line in the infantry, before I became an instructor, the last company I was in on the line, I know 3 motherfuckers right now doing life in prison in Colorado. Life, with no hope and no possibility of parole, from one motherfucking company, one company of infantrymen. I know 3 that are never going to see the light of day again. 3, and that's how easy it is to fucking stain that shit. So,
and I want to answer back from the dungeon, and that's exactly what the military is. That's why we have leave days. That's why we accrue leave days, because we don't have days off.
We're talking about standards here. We're like really what it boils down to is, if you put on the uniform, the standard just got raised. We've talked about this on the show. I have a disability rating. The standard is still up here. I can lose that. Just if I go to jail on some fucking felonious fucking bullshit,
you're done.
I can lose my fucking rating.
Yeah.
The VA can fucking withdraw and withhold my fucking rating if I go to jail on some heinous shit. So I still have to fucking I have an elevated standard of expectations and behavior. I still have to act like a big boy, even though I've been out for fucking years. I still have to act like a goddamn grown up.
Yeah,
and that's that shit.
Yeah, and again, that's why when you see like some of your service member buddies, or like when some of them come home for like a month or two, that's because they accrued all that time. Because it's true, you're when you're in uniform, you are naturally on call 24/7, even as a paper pusher, as a cook, an MP, infantry, especially.
Doesn't matter who. Everybody, if that phone rings, you're fucking answering.
Because that's exactly what it is, because we represent the country. So that's the standard. Yeah.
This is where you'll see me agreeing with the officer corps. You'll see me agreeing with the senior enlisted NCO. Yeah. Like I'm not sorry that you guys fucking have a curfew. If you can't drink alcohol without pulling your fucking dick out and touching somebody the wrong way with it, you don't need to fucking be out drinking then, do you? Fucking geez, is it that fucking hard? Is it that God? Maybe I'm just. Is it? Am I in crazy town?
No, you're right.
No.
It's. I didn't get it when I was in.
Am I in crazy town?
I couldn't. I didn't join.
I mean, we're all crazy in our own ways, Jay.
I didn't join until I was almost 30. So for me, it was like it wasn't hard to go out and have a couple beers and go back to the barracks and just go fucking sleep. It wasn't hard. Some people just can't get that shit through their fucking head. They can't go out drinking without getting without fucking or fighting. They just can't do it. They just can't do it. It's like, it isn't that hard. It isn't that hard. You don't have to fuck or fight every goddamn time you touch a bottle. You don't have, there is a way. Well, the band doesn't really exist anymore, does it? I don't think he's any. I don't think rest his soul. I don't think he's with us anymore. So I don't think that band's coming back. So bless his heart.
They'll do the crazy time what they did with Linkin Park, just ruin it again.
Oh my god.
Oh man. The boat.
Well,
the boat's about to get on land, boys. Oh my god.
It's okay. Okay.
We're about to steer right into land.
That's what we do. That's what we do here. We drive our ships on land. Okay, that's what we fucking do here. All right. That's about how much fucking sense we make sometimes.
Well, and that's like, if we're going to the drinking thing, that even plays into other fucking things going on within the military. Like if you're somebody that rides a motorcycle, you've got strict restrictions. If you're fucking a member of the fucking military,
Yeah,
you have to
you're
take
right. That's
safety
right.
courses. You have to wear fucking high vis fucking gear.
If you get into an accident on a motorcycle and they find out you weren't wearing your helmet, you get fucked up in the military. You'll get fucking administrative action. You will get administrative action.
Even if you're in a state that has a fucking, no helmet law, which first off, the states that have no helmet laws, being somebody that used to ride, states that have no helmet laws are fucking.
Agreed.
Sorry about using the R word there.
No. Listen, I think
freedom, but that's
listen, but I'm just gonna say it. Sometimes there are some people that need to be called that because there are some true idiots out there who just don't care about their concern. You don't even need to apologize, man. I agree with you.
Being a guy that used to ride, would still love to fucking ride, but due to injuries and shit, I can't hold up fucking two wheels anymore.
I don't have the muscle memory. I wouldn't even be able to learn how to ride. I should say relearn.
I would have no issue getting back on a bike, but on a motorcycle. But the issue is for me, I'd have to go with like a trike, and those fucking things are god awful fucking expensive.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
That's why I ride a scooter.
So they cost as much as a car now. Motorcycles cost as much as a car now. They really do.
Because I'm more of a chopper guy, I'm not a fucking street bike person. Because I'm not trying to put a fucking rocket motor between my goddamn legs.
You don't need all that. You don't need all that, Joe.
Exactly. If I want to go for a cruise, I'm going to hop on. I'm going to have a nice little fucking ride. I'm not trying to go out and fucking street race and shit. Yeah. I have no need for freaking that much power between my legs.
Can I show you what I was just talking to she just gave me the go too, the yes for it.
What you got? Pull it up. Let me see.
Keep going, Stellini.
The amount of people I've seen, even when I was the amount of times I showed up to a call on base as an MP for a fucking motorcyclist going down, and even with a fucking helmet, how fucked up people got. It's no helmet laws, or these states where it's like if you're over the age of 21, you don't have to wear a helmet when you're riding a motorcycle. Just completely and utter stupid.
Well, and that goes back to what we were saying. Like, if you're in the military, your standards are now elevated. If you can't, it is so easy to just do what the fuck you're told in the military, regardless of branch. Branch is irrelevant. Doesn't matter which branch you're in. If you're in the military, it is so goddamn easy to just do what you're. That's John. That's kind of cute. That actually fits you. That fits you. That totally suits you, bro. I could see you rocking that thing. I could see you rocking that. Like, yeah. If
I could see you rocking that thing and then going and washing the sand out of your vagina later.
Oh my fucking God.
I keep it there for better skincare.
If you can't do something. Hate you guys. Fucking hate you guys. I think I had a thought, but now it's like fucking lost somewhere in the fucking in outer space because you two can't shut the fuck up.
Oh shit!
If you can't do something so simple as listen and follow directions, I got bad news for you. You picked the wrong thing to sign up for in the military. You picked the wrong thing. If you can't do something so simple as follow easy directions, like don't drink and drive, don't fucking rape, don't fucking murder. You know what I mean? Like, holy shit. Like, if you can't stick to like the basics of like, just don't do it. Don't even try. Like, yeah, we're going to have a fucking problem. And I'm not sorry when you get a curfew. Like, it is what the fuck it is. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's what you get what you pay for in the military. So if you're paying out a bunch of bullshit, expect a bunch of bullshit to come immediately back from your fucking leadership channel or your fucking or your chain of command. That's all.
Done.
That's all. You're done. That's it. And then because of you, everybody else is done too. Because you ruined it for fucking everybody else, right? Like you're you're the asshole example, right? Like
then you become the asshole that they make a safety brief out of that
Correct.
weekend.
We
It
used to
happens every time.
We used to make the motherfuckers give their own fucking safety brief after they fuck up. We used to make them they would get up.
No shit.
I've seen it. I'm not dropping any names, and I'm not dropping which particular MOS I was in at the time. I have seen a non-commissioned officer in civilian clothes fucking hanging his head in shame, giving a safety brief about what he fucked up on that weekend. A fucking NCO. Like, and I was still relatively early in my career. And to see an NCO with just like the face drop, you know, knowing he was done. His career ended. It wasn't over that day, but his career was fucking dead in the water. Like, and they put his ass in front of battalion, bro. Battalion formation, not company, not platoon, battalion.
Fucking a battalion. Oh God. He fucked up.
Was that the first time you saw like an NCO with like their face down in shame? Was that the first time for you?
No. One of my earliest memories after training, after basic and AIT, when I was a mechanic, I watched an NCO get put in the front lane rest by a platoon sergeant, and it was one of those like I'm like over here, and I'm like, oh shit, like. If the sergeant's getting dropped, like who the fuck am I, right? Like,
yo, I remember.
Like, oh shit!
Yo,
like,
I got
real. When you
got one for you.
What you got?
Go finish your sentence.
If an NCO is getting dropped, like I got nothing on that because I'm still a baby private. I think I came in as a PV2, right? I came in with mosquito wings, like, and I'm watching an NCO get basically smoked, and I'm like. Mm-hmm. Better keep my fucking shit tight because I don't mean shit to the like that's a fucking sergeant. That's a sergeant. I'm a baby private. Like they ain't gonna give two fucks about scuffing me up. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna give two fucks about it.
So I remember in boot camp. This must have been maybe our third week in, and or maybe fourth. We were doing U.S. weapons that day. Okay. Which was an awesome course if you're in boot camp, okay? That's an awesome course. And we were in there, and everyone's in formation, and then you hear Captain Williams come in and starts cursing up a fucking storm, and we don't know who he's cursing at, right? He's just cursing. So he walks up to, obviously in formations, you have your NCOs in the front, and then you have, your platoon with you in boot. Yeah, your squad with you. And I'm in the front. And he's cursing, and you hear his hef, right? Face to all the drill sergeants that were lined up. And I'm thinking, oh my fucking God. And then he looked at the rest of us and he was like, about face. And you could hear the smoking. Well, they can't call it that anymore. Corrective training. The corrective training that you could hear the grunts of the corrective training that was happening. And we're privates. And the worst part is that we couldn't see it. That was even scarier.
Yeah, don't look. Do not look. Do not turn around. Do not turn around. Like that.
I always wondered if that was like a discipline test.
That's part. I was just gonna say, like, thank you for saying that, because that is part of the discipline of being in uniform. And when you're in basic, that is how we train. You have to have discipline. And the reason you have to have discipline is because when you need that discipline in the moment, like when they need you the most, you have to be disciplined. You have to hold your ground. Whatever your ground is, you have to hold it. And that takes discipline.
Yeah. Yep. Because what do they say? In a stack of people who are not moving, that one move that you make, you're going to be the one noticed.
Be the one. And like, I still wish I could have been a drill. I think I would have been a good drill sergeant.
I think so too.
We really need to bring Ronnie J back on that. That like for one of our events, because he's told us a couple stories a couple times, but I know he's got like 100 more. You know what I mean? From his entire time on the trail, he's got probably 100 more. But there's discipline, there's corrective training, and then there's this elevation that occurs of responsibility. And once you start becoming responsible with with what you're entrusted with, that's how you move on and move up in the ranks.
Yeah.
If you don't take it seriously, If you go out fucking drinking and driving, if you're touching people with your fucking pee-pee when they don't ask for it, you know what I mean? Okay, if you beat your wife, if you beat your dog, if you beat your kids,
Your parrots.
you're staining the uniform. You're just staining the uniform. And we don't need that. We don't need any of those people. Like I would rather our recruiting numbers drop drastically than have a bunch of fucking turds like
walking around with their cell phones in their ears while in uniform.
Bunch of turds walking around with butt plugs in.
I'm telling you, dude. Like, and just staining the uniform that we wore. We'll have Ronnie J tell us about that.
I still can't. To this day, I still can't believe.
That's every time I hear Ronnie J's name come up, that's the first thing my mind goes to is the fucking butt plug story.
You know what's funny? That's the intro of the best of too.
That's good.
Yeah.
Good. That's freaking.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Well, guys, we're here at the end. It's one of you guys this week.
Joe, was it going to be you this week or was it me?
Was it me this week and then I'm next week?
Got you. All right, boys and girls, we are back at it again. It is Sunday. All right, we got another Sunday coming up in 168 hours. We need you guys back. We need you guys here. If you're having a bad one, if shit's getting stupid, if you can't see straight, all right, reach out and talk to somebody. Call your loved ones, call your family, call the homies around the block. Call that guy or gal that you served and did some time with in the service. Okay, the good ones, not the bad ones, right? Call somebody, reach out, and don't be afraid to do so. We are pretty open books here on this podcast. I do have a disability rating. I do see a therapist every fucking week. I do go to group therapy every fucking week. Okay, I have a fucking rough time. A lot more than I care to admit, but it is the truth. I struggle a lot, mightily, I might add. Okay, you will never see me scared to fucking reach out and fucking call somebody if I feel like I need help. Okay, I have personally dialed the number that's fucking going up on the banner at the top of the screen. I've personally called that number twice and talked to them, not because I was suicidal or homicidal, just because like whatever the fuck was going on up here was fucking like pulling me apart. All right. I just had to fucking get some shit out. All right. Do not hesitate. All right. It's easy. You can text or dial 988. If you got a little bit extra time and you just need to get some shit off your chest, you can dial 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-TALK. All right. Don't be fucking scared, homies. All right. No fear. Okay. We're not fucking panic buying goddamn toilet paper like all these fucking worthless cocksuckers did this fucking week. We ain't fucking scared here. It's okay if you feel afraid. That's when it's time to fucking call. We'll fucking walk you through this shit until you're not fucking scared anymore. All right? Everyone feels fear. Everyone has a fucking twinge of something that makes them very uncomfortable. All right? It's okay to fucking laugh. It's okay to fucking cry. All right? It's not okay to fucking isolate and stay by yourself and pretend that nobody fucking cares, because I promise you people fucking care. You guys are not allowed to fucking leave us. We're getting sick of this shit. We got enough fucking anniversaries and enough fucking death notices every fucking year to fucking fill a goddamn shoebox full of fucking obituaries from the people that we loved. No mas. I quit. I'm waving a white motherfucking flag. I surrender. Just don't fucking leave. I need you all here. I need you in formation every fucking week, 168 hours. That's why we go live. You are not allowed to leave. Okay? Let the universe take you, not your fucking goddamn self. All right? We don't do that here. We just don't. Because we love you. Because we do care. No matter how big of an asshole Jay is, no matter how much of a fucking joker fucking Joe is and John, like, it doesn't matter. We care. We do care. All right? It's not worth the moment of a bad decision is not worth the lifetime of pain and misery and suffering that will be endured by the people you leave behind. All right. No more selfishness. This is a team effort. All right. There is no I in team. Okay. And for all those people that say like, oh, there's a little I in the A. Yeah. That's because the I is in the A-hole. All right. So don't fucking be one. God damn it. All right. We need you here. John, Joe.
That's a new one.
Yeah, it's the truth. You've seen that, right? Like, oh, there's an
Yeah,
I.
I never realized that.
Yeah, there is an
That's
I in
funny.
team. It's in the a-hole. So yeah, think about that. Exactly. That's exactly where the fuck it is. Because if you're a one man army on a fucking giant team, you're the asshole. You are the fucking asshole, right? So, guys, gals, we love you. Hang tight. Freaking like, we can't wait to see you next week. We do have more content coming your way. We are going to get more DD214 presents coming your way sometime within the very near future.
Very near.
John's freaking doing his thing. Joe's doing his thing. And like I said, don't take it from me, but tune in on Wednesday night for Game 3, Royals Yankees, and you just might see your friend. You just might see your friend Jay. So say hi, fucking when you get a chance. All right, guys, I love you very much. Let's be good. Don't beat your wife. Don't beat your kids. Don't beat your pets. Do not add to or subtract from the population. Okay, if you're gonna fucking tap it, you better fucking wrap it. And if you don't got a fucking jacket for little Johnny, all right, don't be a dummy. Shoot on her tummy. All right, guys.
Fuck
I love
yeah.
you.
See you guys later. Have a good evening.
Go Royals.